If you have been watching the social media landscape for the past 5 years, you might have written off Pinterest as a niche platform. You might think of it as just a digital scrapbook for wedding planning or home recipes. But if we dig deep into the financial reports from 2020 all the way through the third quarter of 2025, a completely different story emerges. We are witnessing one of the most successful turnaround executions in the tech sector. Pinterest is no longer just a social media company. It is evolving into a high-intent commercial engine. Today, we are going to deconstruct this transformation, analyzing the data from their turbulent post-pandemic period to their record-breaking performance in 2025. We will look at how they turned inspiration into action, why Gen Z is flocking to the platform, and why their shift to profitability makes them a unique asset for the next decade. To understand the magnitude of this shift, we have to go back to the 2021 and 2022 annual reports. Back then, Pinterest was a beneficiary of the global lockdowns. Everyone was at home, baking bread and redecorating rooms. User numbers spiked. But as the world reopened, that growth stalled. Investors panicked. They asked a critical question. Can Pinterest actually make money, or is it just a nice place to look at pictures? The stock was punished because the link between browsing and buying was broken. Users would find a product they liked, but there was no easy way to purchase it. That friction was the company's biggest weakness. Enter the era of shoppability. Starting in late 2022 and accelerating through 2024, the management made a decisive pivot. They stopped trying to keep users inside a walled garden and instead decided to become the world's best bridge to e-commerce. The 2025 financial documents prove this strategy is working. In the third quarter of 2025, we see revenue growth accelerating significantly, driven not just by brand awareness ads but by performance marketing. This is the lower funnel revenue money paid by advertisers because a user actually clicked and bought something. The integration with Amazon and Google was the game changer here. By allowing third-party demand on the platform, Pinterest filled its ad slots with relevant shoppable products. Let's look at the user metrics from the 2025 reports. The narrative that Pinterest is for older generations is dead. The data shows that Gen Z is the fastest-growing demographic on the platform. They are using Pinterest not just for mood boards, but as a visual search engine to define their taste before they buy. This behavior is incredibly valuable. When you search on Google or Amazon, you usually know what you want. When you search on Pinterest, you are open to discovery. This undecided intent is where Pinterest has a monopoly. Capturing the Gen Z audience means they are securing the next generation of consumers who prefer visual discovery over text-based search. Now we must discuss the financial discipline that has emerged in 2024 and 2025. In the tech world, we often see growth at all costs. Pinterest has taken a different path, profitable growth. If you compare the margins from the 2022 annual report to the Q3 2025 presentation, the improvement is stark. Adjusted EBITDA margins have expanded dramatically. In 2025, they delivered over $1 billion in adjusted EBITDA, a massive increase from previous years. This isn't just about cutting costs. It's about operating leverage. Revenue is growing faster than expenses. They are utilizing AI not just to recommend better content, but to make their internal engineering teams more efficient. The cash flow story is equally impressive. The Q3 2025 earnings report highlights a robust free cash flow conversion. They are generating hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, which gives them a fortress balance sheet. This allows them to invest in advanced computer vision technology without taking on debt. In an environment of economic uncertainty, a company that generates its own cash is a safe haven. They have moved from a speculative growth stock to a company with real, tangible earnings power. Another key factor mentioned in the recent reports is the positivity differentiation. The CEO has repeatedly emphasized that Pinterest is an oasis on the internet. While other platforms are battling toxicity, political polarization, and doom scrolling, Pinterest remains a place for planning a future life. This matters for advertisers. Brands are increasingly careful about where their ads appear. They don't want their product next to controversial political content. Pinterest offers a brand-safe environment, which allows them to command steady pricing power even when the broader ad market is soft. So, what is the verdict for the future? The journey from 2020 to 2025 shows a company that has matured. They have solved the shoppability problem. They have secured the youth demographic. And most importantly, they have proven they can be highly profitable. As e-commerce continues to become more visual, Pinterest is positioned as the gateway to the internet's shopping mall. They are no longer just selling inspiration. They are selling action. For a long-term investor, the combination of accelerating revenue, expanding margins, and a unique, defensible position in the digital ad market makes Pinterest a compelling story for the years ahead. We are looking at a platform that has finally unlocked its commercial potential.